getting good running conditions here on the field today. I'll keep you posted on how that plays out as the game goes along. Back to you.
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements. Keep an eye on that. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Bothwell. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Taylor wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long. Containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
He'll blow it down. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic. But nice job getting the sack, let him out of the pocket there, but now forcing the 4th down, and it's decision time for this offense.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Here comes the heat. On the run, fires downfield. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
They'll give it to Baxter. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Maybe some room here. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Kentucky. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
Offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They'll start on the ground with Bothwell. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to impose their will with a run. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Going left, Fluff Bothwell. Turns it on in midfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Finds his man. It's West. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Wide receiver comes in motion. Direct snap. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
That's why it's so important to have success on first and second down. They're running the ball on second down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up 3rd and inches.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chain. Snap to the back. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Might have a chance. Into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Finds his man. It's Rodriguez. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Flying down the left side. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Kentucky going quickly. Wide receiver going in motion. In the red area, it's Baxter. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. Into the end zone. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover 0. When I play cover 0, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Taylor wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. Base to grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Under fire. Finds his tight end. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Man, I don't always give credit to quarterbacks, but what an unbelievable job, man. Like, not great protection. He sees the blitz, understands he's about to get hit, but still delivers the strike on third down and moves the chains. Unbelievable job by the QB.
The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to Fluff. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one of this postseason showdown. Let's take a look at the stats so far. We've got a good one on our hands here. Let's hope we keep those good vibes going here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. The play action fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. Quick completion on the out route. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback.
And the ball is free on the pitch.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They've been very good at moving the chains on third down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Got it set up on the outside. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Man, you got to love the safety's eyes on that play. He didn't get lost. He didn't get enamored with everything that was going on in front of him, playing pass down the field. He locked eyes on that running back, saw the screen develop, comes upfield, makes the play, makes the sound tackle.
Looking to move the chains, Mississippi State lines up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Here's a give to Bothwell. Got a little grass. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Taylor wants to throw it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. With the catch, it's Williams. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Out of the gun, the inside give. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up and get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here comes the option. Pulls it on the option. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how about it? They change up the option look, run the option, but the receiver is the pitch man. And when he gets it, he does what he does best. Turn the afterburners on and takes it to the house.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Quarterback making checks. Motion from the wide receiver. Off-play action on first down. Pulls it in. It's Miller. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Handoff for Baxter. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Kentucky sent out the punting unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Taylor wants to throw. And that one's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Now backed up in their own end. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And the Bulldogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
It's too bad because these receivers are winning outside one-on-one. If this offensive line can just give their quarterback a little bit more time, there are some plays to be had.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Taylor wants to throw it. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and going there next for this defense.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Nice execution by the offense on 3rd down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
The Bulldogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Quarterback running on the draw.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had zero answers.
The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Taylor wants to throw. Got a man, it's Johnson. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And the Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. On the option. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Mississippi State calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking downfield very late in the half. Got it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the first down.
Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. He's got him in the flat. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So the 16-play drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. We're just about ready to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Patterson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go, because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
Kentucky right back to the line.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready, because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
Could not make his way to the corner.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Now the play fake. got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's disappointing for this offense. I mean, you talked about it at halftime. Like, we got to come out, start fast. We're trailing. Got to put some drives together, some possessions. And they come out on the first drive and kind of flounder around. This defense is going to have to step up.
He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Picks up the 1st down. Wide open spaces. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 of the 19.
You cannot let that happen to you defensively. That is the definition of getting gashed. They didn't have one guy in their front 7 even get a finger on that guy.
They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. Fluff Bothwell again. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big.
Makes a grab and room to run. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it with Bothwell. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Patterson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this...
Oh, he's got some space. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Motion from the wideout. Let it go. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Kentucky going quickly. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on 3rd down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the scoreboard.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Quarterback may change this route. Running right, it's Baxter. Finding some room. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Caught behind the line. It's Anderson. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they take it in for 6 more points. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ballgame and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. Using his feet to buy time. He's going to take off. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Swan. He'll pitch it. Good. It's a fumble on the play. That is a serendipitous turn of events. With the fumble going out of bounds, they'll maintain possession.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go, you on the sideline, you in the game.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. They'll give it to Fluff. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The run inside. It's Evans. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The Bulldogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Taylor wants to throw it. Steps away. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access, some cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Now give it to Fluff. runs through a tackle. That'll be enough to give Mississippi State a fresh set of downs. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. On first down, it's Bothwell again. Got enough space, and he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Bulldog!
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Dumps it to the back. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Kentucky right back to the line.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. Not much there on the line. He gets 1 to the 31.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's going for the goal line. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Man, it's go time for this defense now. I mean, you're down by a couple scores, and they're still making big plays. You got to find a way to get a stop, create a turnover, switch the momentum to your side quickly.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does.
Here we go. Ready.
QB draw. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. On the option. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldog.
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Kentucky going quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
On the move. Got enough for the 1st. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
He'll get rid of it. Snagged on the outside, it's Miller. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming, defense trying to rise up. Offense changing the play. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Stepping to the right. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Quarterback extends the play. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
Now he's looking to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the fourth quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense has gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off pop well again. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here at the end of the game.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 3rd down, here's Baxter. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Wildcats want to crank the tempo.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
Hand off for Baxter. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. You know, there's no real reason to panic if you think about it when there's panicking ever, really. But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.